Welcome back. It's D-Day for Manish Sisodia. The Supreme Court is all set to pronounce its judgment on the bail plea of former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia today. Now, the bench of Justice Sanjeev Khanna and also SVN Party will deliver the verdict on the cases against Sisodia being probed by the Central Bureau of Investigation and the Enforcement Directorate. The top court had earlier raised several questions to the CBI and the ED regarding the alleged Delhi excise policy and the cases against Manish Sisodia. Okay, we've been joined now by Priyank and Bhavtosh. They'll be giving us all the details on the same. Priyank, it's D-Day for Manish Sisodia. Supreme Court today set to pronounce its judgment on the bail plea of the former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia.
Yes, Team Meenakshi, and on 17th of October, the order was reserved, and today is the day when the court, the two judges bench of the Apex Court, is going to pronounce the order in this application, the double bail application, which was moved by Manish Sisodia's side. Today, the court will actually decide that what will be the fate of Manish Sisodia, because he has been under the custody since 26th of February this year in a case which was filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation and the Enforcement Directorate. The CBI first arrested him, and later on he was also taken into custody by the Enforcement Directorate. The matter had also gone to the High Court earlier, which denied the bail to Manish Sisodia, saying that he is an influential person and he's an important person who can influence the witnesses. But during the hearing in this case, which happened at the Apex Court, where the two judges bench were, listening to the argument from the defense side, the court also came up with an observation that merely by having a presumption that he could have taken money is certainly not something which the court will be looking into for. So today, in a few moments from now, although the matter was listed at 10:30, it was expected to come at 10:30. So we are expecting it will take 10-15 minutes more before the court can actually pronounce the order in this matter.
Right, and Bhavtosh is also live with us. Bhavtosh, just to take this forward, very significant and very important today that we underline the previous observations of the Supreme Court, just encapsulate for us what the Apex Court had to say, because the Apex Court had posed some tough questions to the ED, saying that where is the money trail, merely if a certain lobby is asking for favor, that doesn't amount to graft.
Yes, Meenakshi. In fact, Justice Khanna asked Additional Solicitor General that where is the money trail, where you have said that shell companies had allegedly transferred money to Manish Sisodia. He had said that, yes, it was Vijay Nair, who was then campaign manager of Aam Aadmi Party, who had allegedly taken money on the behalf of Aam Aadmi Party, but there is no link of Manish Sisodia with the alleged graft. He further said that it could be possible that a public servant could have taken money to influence the policy, but the Enforcement Directorate case is that of money laundering, and going by the documents that have been submitted by the central government agencies, that money trail is not being established in this case. The Additional Solicitor General then went on to even say that if the case is that of proving that the alleged proceeds of crime in this case goes to the Aam Aadmi Party, he made a very sensational disclosure in the court that they are willing to make Aam Aadmi Party accused in this case under Section 70 of PMLA. If this happens in this case, Meenakshi, then probably Aam Aadmi Party could become an accused in this case. As of now, they are not an accused in this case, but that was one of the submissions that was made by Additional Solicitor General in the court. Today, his bail will be decided, but it would have a far-reaching influence, because on condition of parity, others can also apply for bail, including Sanjay Singh. Sanjay Singh was arrested in a very dramatic manner by the Enforcement Directorate on 4th of October. He was never summoned by the Enforcement Directorate once in this case, but in just 8 hours, he was searched, summons were served to him, and then in a very dramatic manner, he was arrested and brought here at the Enforcement Directorate headquarters. ED then accused him of getting possession of documents which were at ED's office. Aam Aadmi Party as well as Sanjay Singh denied this charge. Aam Aadmi Party said that they can scan his CCTV footage, CCTV footage of his residence and can easily prove whether he had those documents. ED had further said that Manish Sisodia had allegedly got 2 crore rupees which directly went to him, but at no point of time they could establish this. As far as Sanjay Singh is concerned, they have said that around 4 crore rupees went to him. Problem before the Enforcement Directorate in this case is that despite carrying out 290 odd searches, the money trail as far as this case is concerned, this high profile case is concerned, has not yet been established. They claim that 100 crore rupees went directly to the party, of which 30 crore was used in election campaign of Aam Aadmi Party in Goa.
Well, absolutely, Bhavtosh, and it's a very significant point which you make, when you speak of the condition of parity, the far-reaching implications which today's bail plea and the judgment on the same is going to have. Why don't you both stay with us? We also have some guests. I'd like to introduce both of them. Binay Singh, a political analyst with us. Sanjeev Kaushik, also political analyst with us. Thank you, both of you gentlemen, for joining us. Binay Singh, I'll come to you first. I'm sure you heard our colleagues, a senior colleague, Bhavtosh, also talking about the significance of the case, why this verdict is going to be so very important. End of the day, just in case Manish Sisodia manages to get, a bail today, Aam Aadmi Party is not only going to cry vindication, but also it can have far-reaching implications when we speak of other cases as far as, the condition of parity is concerned.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I think not just this hearing, every hearing of the Supreme Court related to any case is as much as important as the hearing of today. And Supreme Court is custodian of the law. And I think ED is governed by a set of law, that is PMLA. So it is necessary to ascertain that, yes, any money laundering has been done or not, and Manish Sisodia is the beneficiary or not. I think Manish Sisodia lawyer, they have challenged, they have tried to put their point on the same issue. And I think ED and CBI, they have a truckload of evidence. There was a scam. There is no doubt in that. But yes, if Manish Sisodia was directly involved in taking bribes or not, he was the beneficiary or not, that will have to be proved by the, I think that will be a major obstacle or the major, a challenge in front of these agencies in the Supreme Court today.
A very significant point you make, Sanjeev Kaushik. You heard what Binay Singh had to say, saying that ED has enough evidence against Manish Sisodia. And as far as the court is concerned, of course, nobody would want to second guess, but we'll have to really wait and watch what happens today. As far as ED is concerned, how strong do you think their case is?
मीनाक्षी, ये सवाल मुझसे था?
जी, संजीव कौशिक जी।
हाँ, मैं ये सिर्फ कह रहा हूँ कि जिस तरह से कोर्ट ने इससे पहले तमाम तरह के सवाल खड़े किए और कहा कि सीबीआई और ईडी के पास यदि साक्ष्य हैं उनके पास, तो वो साक्ष्य प्रस्तुत करें। क्या ये एविडेंस इतने महत्वपूर्ण हैं और इतने मजबूत हैं जिसके आधार पर पिछले 8 महीनों से मनीष सिसोदिया को जेल में रखा जाए? तकरीबन 50,000 से ज़्यादा पन्नों की एक फाइल तैयार की गई है, उसके बारे में भी कहा गया। तो मूल बात यह है कि जिस घोटाले की बात कर रही है, खुद कोर्ट ने ये बात कहा कि जिसमें कोई मनी ट्रेल नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है, कोई एविडेंस नहीं है, कोई।
Okay, sir, apologies. We have to, interrupt at the moment. Priyank is joining us with more updates. We have a big breaking news coming in. So the court says that they're dismissing the bail plea. Priyank, over to you. Give us more details on the same.
Yes, Adi, that's a breaking input which is coming out that the Supreme Court has dismissed the bail plea of Manish Sisodia. The bench assembled just a short while back, and the bench said that we have asked all these, questions to the agency, and most of their questions were not answered. The Supreme Court says the money trail is established. So that is the important factor which is coming out from the apex court, where the two judges bench has come and have given, this kind of order, which is certainly going to have a bigger and larger implication on all those accused who have been arrested so far in this case. Remember, Bhavtosh was telling it to us and our viewers that if Manish Sisodia gets bail, then on parity most of the accused will get bail. So that is the order. This particular order is going to have a big, larger implication on this particular case, where the agencies stand have also been, proven true before the court of law. The court has said that the Supreme Court has come up with a point of view that the money trail is established and the bail plea has been dismissed. Back to you.
Well, absolutely, Priyangan. We are reading, of course, the observations which are coming from the court live also as we speak. Justice Khanna saying that one aspect regarding the transfer of money, 338 crores, is tentatively established. So the court not only, denying Sisodia's bail plea, but also saying that the money trail is tentatively established.
Yes, certainly. And the money trail being established is something which is very important, because if you remember in the last hearing, the court came up with an observation that merely by presuming that the accused could have got money and he was influential one, it's certainly not going to serve the purpose of denying the bail to the accused. But now, after going through the argument from both the sides, the court is also saying that Justice Khanna, I'm quoting it from what our colleague Harish Nai is sending the observation and the order from the court inside. He says that one aspect regarding the transfer of money of 338 crores is tentatively established, and we have dismissed the bail plea, which means that the money trail has been established. The money which was alleged by the federal probe agencies, that the rise in the percentage of share which was supposed to be given to these companies from 5% to 12%, then all these the cartelization of all these companies which were into liquor business and giving benefit to them has been established when the matter was heard before the court of law. So the apex court has come up with this observation that the money trail is established. There is a clear establishment of the trail of money which came from the cartelization of all these companies, which form a group of companies which was trying to give benefit to the particular party which changed the excise policy in the year 2021, which was later on scrapped off. Remember, Manish Sisodia was questioned twice before the Central Bureau of Investigation, before he could be arrested in the month of February, and in the month of October 2022 he was questioned, and finally on 26th of February 2023 he was arrested. He moved to the apex court, but that was not heard. Then his lawyers had to once again go back to the Rouse Avenue Court, which dismissed his bail plea. Later on, the matter was also heard before the High Court, where the High Court also came up with the observation that he is an influential person. But Apex Court, two judges bench of the Apex Court, stating that the money trail has been established, and the money which was routed through various channels of 338 crore has been established by the agencies when the matter was heard, is certainly the biggest development which is happening in this case. Henceforth, the bail application of Manish Sisodia has been denied. Back to you.
Absolutely. It's a big setback for Manish Sisodia. Harish is also on the phone line with us. Harish is bringing us each and every update from the Apex Court. Yes, Harish, over to you. Take us through really this judgment which has come from the Apex Court.
Yes, in fact, a big setback for Manish Sisodia, as the Supreme Court has dismissed his bail application. The Supreme Court has clearly said that the money trail has been established. This is Khanna said that one aspect regards to transfer of money, that is 338 crores, is tentatively established, and we have dismissed the bail. But importantly, the court has also said that we had put several questions to the investigating agency. It was not appropriately answered, so we had to go deeper into each matter, each question. Therefore, detailed questions had to be put to the investigating agency. But from the outcome, from the discussions, it is clear that one aspect regard to transfer of money, that is 338 crores, is tentatively established, and we have dismissed the bail plea. Remember, during the hearing, the Supreme Court had asked pointed questions leaving to the Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju, who had appeared for the probe agencies. Bench had even remarked that prima facie ED, CBI had failed in establishing the money trail, that the ASG, and also had said during the hearing that ASG could not explain how the investigating agencies were linking Sisodia with proceeds of crime. And after that, there were a detailed question and answers. And now, from the bail order, it is clear that now the Solicitor General, in fact, S.B. Raju, who appeared for ED and CBI, had satisfied the court's queries, and from his arguments, it was established, the money trail was established, and so the Supreme Court judgment says one aspect regard to transfer of money, 338 crores, is tentatively established, and therefore Supreme Court has dismissed the bail. So Sisodia will continue to be in jail, and he has already spent 8 months and more than 8 months in the jail, and he will continue to be in the jail.
Well, absolutely. So Sisodia is going to continue to be in jail. Bhavtosh is also live with us. Bhavtosh, certainly a big vindication for the ED as well, because the Apex Court now says that the money trail, one aspect of it, is established.
Yes, Meenakshi, adding to what Harish has said, remember this case started way back in August 2022. 4 charge sheets have been filed by the Enforcement Directorate, and the most important charge sheet in this case will be filed in December. As Harish said, that ASG SV Raju has already made it clear that they will be making Aam Aadmi Party as an accused. So all eyes will be on Rouse Avenue Court in December as to whether, along with Sanjay Singh, whether the party will be made an accused. As far as this 338 figure is concerned, 338 crore figure is concerned, what the Enforcement Directorate has said that if you take the loss of 120 crore rupees for 1 year period that Delhi government exchequer suffered, then if you calculate that figure for the rest of the 3 years, if the party was in power, that figures come to around 338 crore. That's how the Enforcement Directorate calculated the loss on the money trail of 338 crore rupees. Remember, the kickbacks that were paid was around 100 crore rupees to the South Lobby, and then it was said that 100 crore rupees will be paid subsequently for every year as long as the party was in the power. That's how the money trail was being established by the Enforcement Directorate. The other figure, as Priyank said, was about the profit that was jacked up from 5% to 12.5%. Now, there was no study that was done by the expert committee. The mail that were sent to the expert committee were all fake mails that was established not only by the Enforcement Directorate but also by the CBI. Yes, there were certain queries that were raised by Justice Sanjeev Khanna, but subsequently when the agencies tried explaining them, the court on its own said that there is a money trail of around 338 crore rupees that have been established. But the big task before the prosecution is to first get the charges framed and to make sure the trial starts. But this would be a tough task for them because there are hundreds of witnesses in this case. There are accused who have now turned witnesses. So one has to wait and see how this trial, this high-profile trials, gets completed in a period of 6 to 8 months, which now looks very impossible.
Well, absolutely, but that is the observation of the SC saying that the trial should be completed in 6 to 8 months. Stay with us, Bhavtosh and Priyank. We also have Sanjeev Kaushik and also Binay Singh, both of them political analysts. Thank you, gentlemen, for waiting so patiently. Sanjeev Kaushik ji, मैं आपके पास आना चाहूंगी. You heard what happened in the court today, sir. आप पहले कह रहे थे कि ED doesn't have enough evidence. All of that, of course, was relied on the previous observations of the Apex Court. The Supreme Court now says that the money trail aspect of it is tentatively established. Big setback for Manish Sisodia. His bail plea denied, sir.
निश्चित तौर पर सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जिस तरह का वेरिफिकेशन लिया है और जिस तरह से साक्ष्य उनके सामने रखे गए हैं, मनीष सिसोदिया की मुश्किलें बढ़ती हुई दिखाई दे रही हैं। लेकिन ये भी देखना होगा कि हम जानते हैं कि सीबीआई और ईडी के काम करने के जो तरीके हैं वो सरकार की तरफ से किस तरह से सरकार के मनचाहे कार्यों को आगे बढ़ाती है और निश्चित तौर पे वो संदेह के घेरे में जो है वो संदेह के घेरे से बाहर नहीं निकलेगी। हाँ, निश्चित तौर पे कोर्ट के किसी भी डिसीजन पे हमारी हैसियत नहीं है कि उस पर हम ज़्यादा टिप्पणी करें। ये सक्षम साबित नहीं हुए हैं कि अपने आप को वो ये सिद्ध कर पाए कि नहीं इस तरह की कोई घटना नहीं हुई है। इस अभी के वक्त में जिस तरह से ईडी और सीबीआई बढ़त एक तरह से आप कह सकते हैं कि लेती हुई दिखाई दे रही है, निश्चित तौर पे मनीष सिसोदिया के लिए मुश्किल की घड़ी होगी।
Well, there's no doubt, sir. It is a big setback for Manish Sisodia. In fact, politics over the same has also begun. Now we have, of course, another big breaking news coming in. This is another reaction coming in, or rather the first reaction coming in as far as the BJP is concerned. Post the verdict, BJP has escalated its attack on the Aam Aadmi Party and has said that the kingpin of the entire quote-unquote liquor gate case is Kejriwal. He must resign. Deepak, over to you. Take us through the latest reaction which has come from the side of the BJP.
Right, Meenakshi, after Supreme Court's verdict, BJP has claimed vindication. Gaurav Bhatia has penned a tweet. Let me read out that. Bail application of Manish Sisodia dismissed by the Honorable Supreme Court. The SC observed that there are certain aspects which are doubtful regarding the transfer of 338 crore rupees. Transfer is established. We have rejected bail is what he has said. Papi Aap and its leaders turn out to be Kattar Beman. The kingpin Arvind Kejriwal must resign forthwith. And along with this, Meenakshi, Manoj Tiwari has also given us a reaction. Let's play that out as well.
आज माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मनीष सिसोदिया की बेल रिजेक्ट कर दी है और इस निर्णय के बाद यह स्पष्ट हो गया है कि ये मनीष सिसोदिया सहित आम आदमी पार्टी का शीर्ष गैंग ये पूरी तरह से भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त है और इनका मनी ट्रेल इस्टेब्लिश हो चुका है। ये लोग शराब घोटाले में, तरह तरह के भ्रष्टाचार में इतने लिप्त हो चुके हैं कि अब इनको माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी बेल देने से इनकार कर दिया है। और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि जो पाप करता है वो एक न एक दिन उसके सामने आता है। और आम आदमी पार्टी के शीर्ष नेताओं का अब गिरफ्तार होना बहुत करीब दिख रहा है। अरविंद केजरीवाल की भी गिरफ्तारी निश्चित रूप से होगी, क्योंकि ये पूरा आम आदमी पार्टी का जो शीर्ष नेतृत्व का एक कुनबा है वो पूरी तरह से भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त है। और आज माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट के द्वारा बेल रिजेक्ट करना मनीष सिसोदिया का एक बहुत बड़ा प्रमाण है।
All right, political war of words also has begun as far as the Supreme Court's verdict is concerned. Big setback for Manish Sisodia, the court denying his bail plea, saying that the money trail, rather one aspect of it, is tentatively established. We will keep an eye on that big story through the course of the day. As of now, slipping into a short commercial break.